Dear students, this is the 17th session of JavaScript. This session covers number objects, math objects, string objects, data objects, type conversion, and type of operators. Dear students, we have discussed in the last session primitive data types like numbers, strings, booleans, null, undefined. So now we have discussed about JavaScript objects. It is a non-primitive data type. Here, JavaScript supports only objects. Here, no classes is there. So, a JavaScript object is a collection of properties. The property is an association between name and value. A property value can be it may be a function called as methods. So, in addition, the objects that are predefined in the browsers, you can define your own objects. JavaScript includes predefined objects that are closely related to the primitive data types, number, strings, boolean types. Named numbers, strings, and boolean respectively, these objects are called wrapper objects. The purpose of the wrapper objects is to provide the properties and methods that are convenient for use with values of primitive types. So, first one is the number objects. The number object includes a collection of useful properties that have constant values. The following table shows the properties of numbers. These properties are referenced through a number. Here properties name, so max value. So that meaning is largest representable number. Minimum value, so smallest representable numbers. NaN, not a number. The positive infinity, negative infinity, and pi value. These are all the properties you see you must write. Always you can write in uppercase letters. So any arithmetic operations that result is an error, example division by 0, or that produces a value that cannot be represented as a double precision floating point number, such as a number that is too large and means it's an overflow, returns the value not a number, which is displayed in capital N A N. So not a number. If NaN is compared for equality against any number, the comparison fails. The number objects has a method toString. This is one of the method toString, which it inherits from the object but overrides. The toString method converts the number through which. So here one more example is there. You can see number objects. You see number objects. Here one program is there. So script here variable x equals to number number. So a number you must write capital letters N and remaining letters it should be a lowercase letters. That is a number object dot and properties names max value, minimum value, positive infinity, negative infinity. These are all you must write uppercase letters. You can just observe that number object assigned to the x value, and also you can print document.get element by id demo. So inner HTML you displaying the x values. Just you can observe. You can remove the comments one by one. In the JavaScript. So variable x number dot max value. Then display the x values. So run the program. Just you can observe the output 1.797993. So this is the maximum value of number e to the power of 10 to the power, okay, e to the power exponential power of plus 308. You can about think about the maximum numbers. Then this one is a negative, means minimum value, sorry, number dot minimum value. Next one is positive infinity. Positive infinity. So infinity, suppose that value is 1 divided by 0, it gives the result is infinity. And also you can apply number dot positive infinity property. Here one more example is that you can observe 1 divided by 0, run the program, infinity, because 1 divided by 0. So one more is there where properties, number dot negative infinity, just run the program. So you observe negative infinity. Here one symbol is there, minus infinity. So example, you can apply variable x equals to minus 1.0. It gives the result minus infinity. So one more property, number dot nan, not a number. Not a number on nan. So you can also apply number. You see, variable x equal to 1.0 divided by string, within double quotes a is there, string. It is not a number. So this also the output is nan. So these are all the examples of number object properties. So next one, the math objects. So JavaScript supports math object is used to perform mathematical tasks. Math object need not define. Math objects in JavaScript has two main attributes, properties and methods. Here you can observe the JavaScript has 8 mathematical values and this can be accessed by using math objects. The 8 mathematical values, these are all math.e returns this one math.e. Math is an object name and E is an property names. E returns Euler's number. Math.pi, this is the returns pi value. So math.square root, this returns the square root of 2. So math.square 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 you can write in the that property name is sqrt 1 underscore 2. So it returns square root of 1 divided by 2. Math.ln2, math.ln10, math.log2e, math.log10e. So you can see practically here JavaScript math constants, so properties. So here to display document.get element id demo.inner html. So directly you can display the values. You can observe, run the program math.e. You remove the comments and also you put the semicolon at the end of the line. So remove plus. Then run the program. You just observe math.t, that Euler's number, it returns Euler's number 2.718. And also you can apply math.pi value, you can display, that's properties. So add, this is a plus indicates concatenation of two strings. Here first one is math.t, second one is math.pi. Pi value it will okay, run the program, just pi value. So as it is, one by one you can observe math dot square root, run the program. So that is math dot square root 1.414.
Remove the comments.
So you can run the program one by one. So you see, you can observe these are all the mathematical properties. It gives it returns some values related of values math.e, math.pi, maths.square root. So this is the example of math constants. So also JavaScript supports not only properties, so a number of methods, mathematic related methods available in JavaScript. Just you can observe that these are all the functions: sin x, okay, cosine, tan. So these are all the mathematical functions. So just you next slides you can observe the practically. So math objects, it is a number object, just you can observe, and also you can refer w3schools.com. So here math methods, the syntax is math object dot methods. So number to an integer, there are four common methods around a number to an integer. So math dot, yes,
Syntax of the method is
math objects, methods,
method
a
and
number.
number. So number to integers.
Number to integer. So round a number to an integer. Here math dot round within parentheses x, only one parameter, that is a parameter is number.
Nearest to integer. Rounded up.
So rounded up its nearest to an integer. Rounded up to its nearest integer. Here 4.9 is there. Its nearest number is written 5. It means integers. Here note precision only nearest integers. You can just observe. Same as it is here also. Rounded up to its near integer. Here also you can take, this is also one method. Return 5. Just math.floor. Rounded down to its nearest integer. Rounded down to its nearest integer. So here 4.9 is there. It returns 4. So truncation. So math dot trunc within the parentheses x, only one parameter. Here also, here down to a nearest integers. Then sign, math dot sign. So it returns only x is a negative, null or positive. It may be a negative, -1, it returns it null, 0 and positive numbers. It's a +1. So here math dot power. Math dot power 8, 2, 2 parameters is there, 8 to the power of 2. So one more here, math dot square root 64, it returns 8. So absolute, math dot absolute, you can observe. So negative value is there, positive value it will appear 4.7. Is sine series. So here the value between -1, 1, positive 1 of the angle of x given the radians. So here angle in radians, angles in radians into pi divided by 180. Just you can apply within the parameters. Math dot sine 90 into math dot pi divided by 100. It returns 1. Just you can observe practically that program. You see the program. So here directly at the printing statement, document.get element by id dot inner html, within that math dot sign within the bracket 90 into math dot pi divided by 100. The sign value 90 degrees 1. So cosine same. Then minimum and maximum, it's also very important. Math dot minimum and math dot maximums, so it can be used to find the lowest and highest value in the list of arguments. So here math dot minimum, so number of parameters is there. Just you can observe the program. Here math dot minimum, 6 parameters is there. You can enter 0, 150, 30, 20, -8, 200. It shows what the minimum value is -200. Just you can observe the output screen. Next, same as it is maximum values. Here also 6 parameters. You can observe math dot patch. You can take any number of parameters. So here in this example shows here maximum value is 150. So random and mat.log, okay, and mat.log2 methods. So these are all the methods available in mathematical math object methods. Log method,
returns base 2. So log
mat.log2
base 2.
method, it returns base 2 logarithm of it, okay. So log2 of 8 returns 3. So you can
So
observe
math
math
objects
object methods.
methods absolute cos sine cos
So JavaScript supports string properties and methods. So the string object includes one property, length, and large collection of methods. The number of characters in a string is stored in a length property as follows. You see a few of the most commonly used string methods. Here, variable, string variable equals to within double quotes computer string literals to assign to the string variable, and also you have to find out the length. So length one variable len equals to string str dot length. It returns length 8. So here some methods in the tabular column you see two lowercase, two uppercase, length, char at index of substrings. You can observe string methods and properties. Here primitive values like that is a within double quotes John, that is a string name is there, cannot have a properties or methods. But with JavaScript, methods and properties are also available to primitive values because JavaScript treats primitive values as an objects when executing methods and properties.
String methods and properties. So primitive values like John cannot be properties of methods. So because there is not a object, but with JavaScript methods and properties are also available to the objects when
Just you can
executing
observe.
methods and properties.
Next,
So
string length. Length property returns the length
So
of the
length
string.
is a property.
Length property. Just
So
this is one of the example. So one within double quotes, strings assigned to the variable, then to find out the length, dot length. It's a lowercase letter. So just you can observe here one of the program. Here 26 characters. Then you can change computer 8 characters with there. So and also you give the space. Space is also characters. So 10 characters is there. Computer space science. So yeah, 16 characters is there. So length is very important. Okay, txt dot length. Here, finding a string in a string. Index of first occurrence of specified text in a string. First occurrence. You see, you can observe index of locate. Yeah, this first occurrence of a specified text in a string. Just you can observe this variable str. You can assign in here one string. So in these strings, we can find out the first occurrence of the specified, which this one locate. Here, please locate. You can observe this is one of the practically. You see, please locate. Locate in the first occurrence. Here, two words is there: locate and locate. So we can here. This one is gives the index of first occurrence of the string. Locate is in the 10th position. You can observe just. You can observe the 6th position. Just you can give the space run 7th position. And lost index of one more method is there. Lost index of here in the within the string you can observe please locate where locate occurs. So lost index also it will up. So this method returns lost occurrence of specified text in a string.
So this is the last occurrence. Okay.
You see locate, run the program. The 21st position is there. Lost index of.
32.
Here,
searching the
search.
search.
It's a very important method. Searching for a string in a string.
Search
Such
returns
methods
the
such as a string for specified value and returns the position of the match. So which position is there? It will appear as you see. Please locate where the locate same.
also
That is
shows
index of and searching particular. This one also shows the particular position of the string.
the position of the string.
But what is the difference between the search and the index of? So both are displays the position. But here the search method cannot take second start
So
position argument,
the
but index
methods index
cannot
and
take
search is
powerful
like
search values.
the
So you
same
can
argument,
accept,
so
you
we
see,
return
you
the
can
same
that
value.
two methods are
So
not
the
equal, they are
search
different. The
method
search
cannot take
method cannot
second
take a
start
second
position
start position
argument.
argument. The index
The
of
index of
method
the method
cannot
can
take
take
powerful
powerful
search
search
values,
values,
regular
regular expression.
expressions. So extracting string parts.
Slice,
So
starting
here
and
three
substring,
methods is there:
extracting the string
slice,
size.
substring, and
Slice
substr.
method, extract part
Slice
of string.
extracts the part of a string. See, here
So
also
substring,
substring method is similar to the
substring is
slides.
similar
Cannot
to the slice.
accept negative indexes.
The
This one.
difference is
The
substring
difference
cannot
is that
accept
the
negative
substring cannot
indexes.
accept negative indexes.
Negative indexes.
Just you can observe
Here only positive
the
indexes are
substring 7,
but
13.
so slice is negative indexes
This one
also.
is accept negative indexes. Slice.
This is also so 12. So we can run 7 comma 3.
Yes, 7, 3. So you can that you take the position 7, 3 is the banana is there. That word will appear displays.
Sub
The
str.
sub str.
The difference is
This
that
one is
second
also
parameter is length.
similar to the slice.
Str, the difference is that same.
So the difference is that second parameter specifies the length of the extract
So
part.
sub method is
Here in
similar
this
to the
case,
string. The difference is that
two
second
parameters.
parameter
Here also
specifies the
the
length of the
second
extract
parameter specifies the length of the extract characters.
comma.
So it will starting from
So
7th position.
substr
It
extract
extract
1
6 characters. This is banana. So you can observe this. Here one more is
place
the
the
replace
method.
method. Replace. Here
So
within the
to
string.
this
So string literacy,
represent
please visit
Microsoft.
Microsoft. You can replace Microsoft.
Test
Okay, W3
schools.
schools. This is also very important method. Replace method. So converting uppercase and lowercase. So two uppercase and two lowercase. So one more is there concatenation. Concatenate to joining the two strings. And one more is stim. So method is supports here trim. It removes the white spaces between the strings. You can remove the white spaces. It supports Internet Explorer 8 and or lower. It's also if need supports IE Internet Explorer 8, you can also replace with regular expression instead. So these are all the string methods available in JavaScript.
String method.
Next, type conversions, type casting. Typecasting is a process to convert one data type to another. There are two types of conversion. There are implicit type conversion, explicit type conversion. So, implicit type conversion, JavaScript interprets perform several different implicit type conversions, such as conversions are called automatic conversions. If either operand of a plus operator is a string, the operator is interpreted as a string concatenation operator. If the operand is not a string, it is scored to a string. So here you can observe that is one of the example is there variable x equals to within double quotes August is the string plus 15 is the number. So this produces the result is August 15th. So 15 also a string it's considered. So automatically it will convert it into a string. So that result produces August 15 within double quotes is there. That is within the double quotes indicates string. The example 2 variable x equals to 7 into 3. 7 is a number into within double quotes 3 is there. 3 is a characters. That is indicates within double quotes whatever you can take within double quotes it's considered as a string. So this produces the result is 21 and will not evaluated as a string. So here in this case what 7 into 3 automatically it will convert it into that multiple it is an arithmetic operators is there, so that's why it will convert it into a 3 as a number. So it produces the result is 17 to 3 equals 21. So explicit type conversions, so user you can convert explicitly. So the one data type to another data type. There are several different ways to force type conversion. String that contains number can be converted into number with a string constructor. As this your one of the example is there, you can observe variable string value equals string within the bracket value. It's a explicitly you can convert it into a string. Here, this is one of the example is there you can observe one variable number equals to 6. This is a number. Then string value equals number dot to string. The result is 6. So you can use toString method, which has the advantage that it can be given a parameters by the base of the resulting number. So variable str value underscore binary. This is the one of the variable number to string base 2. The result is 110. So the convert from string several parse and other functions are available. You can convert parse float, converts a string to a float. So converts a string to integers, converts string to a number. So you know already in Java programming, so initially whatever that value can use through keyboard input devices, it will accepting a string. Then you must convert it into number, depend upon the programs. So you can convert using parse float, parse int and numbers. So these are all the explicitly type conversion from one type to another. Here also one of the example is the percent. You can think variable a equals to percent within the bracket prompt is there. Prompt you can accepting the number, that is a prompt, that is dialog box, that window it appears at the runtime of the JavaScript. So prompt you can give that number accepting whatever initially that is the string, it will convert it into integer parsing, then assign to the variable a. So this is one of the example. The type of operator, the JavaScript type of operator is used to return a string type that represents the type of JavaScript for a given value. Suppose yes, you can observe the syntax type of operand or type of within the parenthesis again the operand. The operand, it is an expression that represents an object or primitive whose type is to be returned. The possible return values of the type of operator just follows this that have it may be the operand is an object is there, it returns object. It may be a number is there, it returns number. String is there, it returns string. So boolean, true or false, it result boolean. The function is there, it returns function. Undefined it is there, undefined. So just you can see the example. So in this example, the operands, yeah, 45 is there. The result is number. It returns result number. So type of within the parentheses, there is number is there 45. It may be minus 90. That's also number 0. So it returns the number. So 20.6 number infinity. So number. So not a number. So it may be a not a number. So it will shows NA, not a number. So result is also number. So the next one, you can observe type of within the parenthesis, means within the bracket, within double quotes is there, no characters. So it's a string. Within double quotes, you see. So document.write type of within double quote JavaScript point.com. So it returns string. So within double quotes 20 is that it's a string, result is string. So next, the output will be string. You can observe this one. Next, one more type of within the operand, that's a parameter true is there, the result is boolean, it returns boolean. So type of false, it returns boolean. So here type of boolean 20, so it returns boolean. So this is the output. Just you can next undefined. Here type of null, here capital NULL, so this indicates the undefined. So a type of operator will print undefined as the type of operand. Here the type of null is undefined. It's because it's written NULL instead of lowercase letter null. If we write it as a null, the type it will be an object. So just you can observe practically, just you can observe here some JavaScript objects. Here the type of operator,
We can use this
the type of operator to find the type of
means
JavaScript
that type of
variables. Just you can observe here also type of
expression.
here within double quotes is the return string,
Interesting.
no space.
Interesting.
Here numbers is there 0, 3, 14, it returns numbers.
3 plus 1
Undefined, a variable without a value is as the value is undefined
only
variable. So here undefined.
So
So also you can take undefined, it returns undefined.
empty values has
So
nothing to
empty
do with
values has nothing to do with its display.
values of the type.
Within double quotes is the string. So what's the difference
So
between null?
the
Here,
null is
JavaScript
it
null
support,
is nothing. It supports something that does not
suppose in
exist.
JavaScript the data type is
So the data type null, lowercase letters. You can write lowercase letters, NULL. It returns objects, but undefined, it returns undefined. If maybe a null is there, your person equals to null, it returns what? Just you can see type of undefined, it will display undefined. Type of null, it is an object, it returns object. So last one is null compared to undefined, both are same, but it returns true. And the data objects. Data objects. The data object is created with a new operator and date constructor which has several forms. So here variable today equals new date. So new is an operator to allocating the memory for an object. The date is a, so you can observe date constructors. The date and time properties, date objects are two forms, local and coordinate universal times. Just you can observe these are all the methods available in JavaScript. Date returns the today's date and time. Get date returns the date of month for specified date according to the local time. Get data, get day, particular day of the week for specified date according to local time. Get full year. These are all the methods available in JavaScript. Just date get methods. JavaScript date get methods. So these are all the methods available in JavaScript. Get full year, get month, get date, get hours, so minutes, milliseconds, time, get day, date dot now. So these are all the methods available in JavaScript. So get date, just you can observe get date variable d equals to new date constructors that returns this one is returns the day of the date as a number. So 1 to 31st. So today's date is 19th. So you see you can observe where variable d equals new date constructor. So the get date method returns the day of the date as number. One is the this is the 19th day. Today's date is 19th. Get hours, get minutes, get seconds, get milliseconds, get day. Here the methods returns the weekday of the date as number 0 to 6 day. So here variable. So in JavaScript, the first day of the week 0 means Sunday. Even if some countries in the world consider the first day of the week in weekdays. Here, this is one of the example you can observe to get day. So these are all the JavaScript date methods available in JavaScript. Thank you. So thank you. End of the 17th session. Thank you very much.